Hello, world. Much blessings upon you. Today, I'm going to teach you about the prodigal son. So, we see the mention of the prodigal son in the Gospel of Luke, chapter 15. And, my dear friends, we are all familiar with the story of the prodigal son, that there was a rich man, he had two sons. And we see how this son of the rich man, he asks for his inheritance. He leaves home and he goes about living the father's household, leaving everything behind in, and he wastes all the wealth that was his inheritance. And one day he comes back to his senses and he says that even the servants in my father's house have a good life, but here he was in a pigsty, eating of the pots, trying to eat from the food that was given to the pigs. And we see how he comes back and he thinks, he just runs through his mind. He says that this is what I will say to my father, because he has a repentant heart and he wants his father to embrace him. He is frustrated, he is depressed, he is like worse than an animal, and he's dirty, and he is just like an animal. You see a pig that goes in the muddy water, and like that. So we see how he rehearses in his mind that when he goes to the father, he will say such a thing, such a thing, such a thing, and the father will accept him. But my dear friends, we see in the parable how when the father sees the son coming back to him, the father does not wait for the son to enter the house and say sorry to him, but he forgives him. And we see the father had already forgiven the son even the moment that he left, okay? And we should be familiar that the father had been praying for the return of the son. And my dear friends, when the father sees the son returning, okay, joy has no joy lives in his heart, it has no boundary in his soul. The father goes running to the son and embraces him even before the son could say all the things that he had rehearsed in his mind. My dear friends, we are so familiar with the story of the prodigal son from childhood. We are like, oh, there was a prodigal son who did such a thing, such a bad thing, okay, to his father, and who took all that he was supposed to inherit. He took his inheritance, went away from the father, rejected the father, and led a lavish life, wasted his money on prostitutes and all sort of things